The story opens with a simple setup rooted in family fracture. David's mother drops him off at his grandfather's modest flat for a few days while she travels for work. The two males are virtual strangers. They've met only a handful of times in David's entire life because of a long-standing bitter rift between Guzmán and his daughter. Guzmán, a once successful but now struggling writer, lives alone surrounded by dusty bookshelves and his faithful but temperamental typewriter. He's gruff, set in his ways, and clearly resents this intrusion into his solitary routine. David, a typical modern teen glued to his phone and headphones, feels equally out of place in this old-world environment. Their first hours together are pure awkwardness, long stretches of silence where each tries to occupy separate spaces. Guzmán pecks away at his manuscript with growing frustration as keys jam. David slouches on the couch, scrolling endlessly. Small irritations bubble up. Guzmán complains wordlessly about the boy's loud music leaking through earbuds, while David rolls his eyes at the outdated technology and the smell of strong coffee. A few curt exchanges happen, but mostly they avoid eye contact, the generational wall thick and impenetrable. As boredom sets in during those endless afternoons, necessity forces interaction. David watches his grandfather battle the typewriter, the old man's fingers stiff and impatient. In a pivotal moment of quiet bravery, the teenager offers help without speaking. He simply sits beside the machine and gestures toward the keys. Guzmán hesitates, his pride wounded at the idea of needing assistance from this digital native kid. But practicality wins. He dictates a passage, and David begins typing with surprising speed and accuracy. What starts as reluctant teamwork slowly transforms. Their rhythm syncs. Guzmán's voice gains confidence as the pages fill, and David finds unexpected satisfaction in being useful. Subtle smiles creep in. The boy corrects a typo with a gentle tap. The grandfather nods approval instead of snapping. Through these silent collaborations, layers peel away. We see Guzmán's vulnerability, his once vibrant career now reduced to solitary struggle, and David's hidden sensitivity beneath teenage bravado. No grand speeches, just shared glances that say everything. Respect emerging where resentment once lived. The film brilliantly uses its without words premise to amplify emotion. Arguments play out in comic, wordless pantomime. Guzmán waving hands at messy dishes, David mimicking the frustration with exaggerated shrugs that make even the old man crack a reluctant grin. Meals become bonding rituals, simple Spanish tortilla shared at the table, passed with small gestures of offering rather than demands. One touching sequence shows David discovering an old photo album, prompting Guzmán to point silently at faded images of his youth, conveying a lifetime of stories without uttering a syllable. The typewriter becomes their bridge, symbol of old craftsmanship meeting new energy. As days pass, each discovers value in the other that family history had hidden. Guzmán sees David's quick mind and kindness, not just a disruptive kid. David glimpses the depth of wisdom and quiet passion in a man he once dismissed as grumpy. The generation gap shrinks not through talk but through action, proving that true understanding often needs no language at all. The climax arrives gently but powerfully as the mother's return looms. Bonds have formed, quiet laughter over a finished page, a shared moment staring out the window at Madrid's rooftops. Yet the film leaves the future open-ended. Will this fragile connection survive once normal life resumes? Can the rift that separated 3 generations truly heal, or will silence return as distance? Armenteros closes on a poignant image of grandfather and grandson standing side by side, the typewriter silent but the air charged with possibility. No dramatic resolution, just the quiet hope that small steps can bridge vast divides.